What's going on, football fans? Welcome back to another episode of Breaking the Birds. Much needed win against the Cowboys. Finally, that was a big win. Would not want to be 5-1, tied with the Giants and the Cowboys, and now we're going 6-0 in the bye week. Perfect position, and so much to learn from this game. This was by far a good game from the offense, in particular, getting this many drives as they got in the Cowboys. Field territory to begin with across the 50-yard line, and only coming away with 2 field goals, stalling for 2 straight drives in the second half on pure bad decisions and drops and whatnot. This needed to be a blowout because the defense was playing really well. The Cowboys got 2 drives really that were good. Other than that, they had 1 big return and nothing else, and a bunch of turnovers for the defense, and really set the offense up in a good position. Get into Jalen Hurts and see how he did here. All right, so starting off here, we are getting the RPO that we're used to seeing, where you have a flat option and a sit option, and you're basically reading what this slot defender is doing. And when you see you have Trevon Diggs in off coverage, then that is a good spot for it here to throw to AJ Brown, and it goes right through his hands there. Should have been a catch. Should have been easy 6 yards to start the drive. Sitting in here. So we're going to expose this later. The Eagles are going to expose this later here with Micah Parsons, because here you get Dallas Goedert rolling out there the backside, and we're gonna see there we get Micah Parsons stalling there to read everything, so we know that moving forward. Next play, we have motion, and we have a slot cornerback traveling with Devontae Smith who's coming across. Good indicator for man coverage here. They're lined up and off. They're sending a ton of pressure. Hurts sees it well and gets it off to Devontae Smith. He sees there's off coverage on Devontae. So basically, what he's reading is there anyone here dropping into the curl zones? If not, then that's an easy completion. All right, Cowboys playing man. We're gonna have a decent concept here against that behind it. 5-man pressure for Cowboys. We're gonna have an in route for Devontae Smith, and a deep breaking here at the bottom. I think it's Quez Watkins. So Devontae is going to be against man here on Trevon Diggs. And he's going to get the inside leverage there on his in-breaker. And Quez Watkins will be taking away the deep safety at that point. We do have some safety valves here. If there gets pressure, we have 2 easy out-breakings. Actually have 3 here. 1 in the middle and 1 to either side. But you see the result here downfield with Devontae Smith coming across, and then Quez Watkins clearing away. So this is absolutely a good concept for beating zone. Not the best concept for beating man, because it's slow developing. But at the point here, you do have a couple of check down options. Of course, there's pressure right in Hurts' face. So it's unfortunate that we don't get around half a second longer in the pocket, because then Devontae Smith is smoking Trevon Diggs downfield. Zone coverage on the next rep here. A.J. Brown going against Trevon Diggs. Going a little bit outside shaded to begin with. Remember, he's the flat defender, so he's not the primary defender for A.J. Brown in this play. Pressure at Hurts' face as he's releasing the ball. Puts a good ball on A.J. Brown as he's coming inside there. Take a look here from the box. So only 4-man pressure here. We do get the pressure off of Jordan Mailata. Here we get a little bit of a sail combination with A.J. Brown going on a deeper out. We have the go from number 1. So that's going to create that space to the outside here. We do get man coverage. A.J. Brown beats this guy here with physicality as it's going to the outside. Also do have a check down option releasing out the backfield. So plenty of options here, and absolutely hate the play from Jalen Hurts. By no means under pressure at this point. He just overthrows A.J. Brown by a wide margin. Terrible play. Terrible throw. Not under pressure. This has to be a 3rd down conversion all the way. But this is Jalen Hurts checking the play. He's going to see man coverage for the Cowboys, and he's going to audible this into basically a high-low levels concept over the middle with the 2 tight ends from the tight end side. And then the wide receivers are going to stretch the field vertically to clear everything away from that side. So we're going to create the best possible man matchup to the bottom of the screen. And we're going to have 5-man pressure for the Cowboys. Well done by Hurts of staying in the pocket and delivering this ball for Jack Stoll. And also take a look at Dallas Goedert, the high option of the two. As soon as he sees the ball going for Stoll, he's going to look for work. Boom. Pre-snap motion. Nobody follows. Good indicator of cover 2 or of zone coverage. And we do get cover 2 here for the Cowboys. A sit across the middle here from, I believe it's Jack Stoll. Oh, it's Dallas Goedert. And we have number 2 covering him here. He's the hook the curl defender. Hurts sees the option as he's coming back. Quick release, which is exactly what makes this play. I thought this was going to be intercepted as I watched it live, but he does. Goddard does have inside leverage on the guy here. He is coming from the outside and hook the curl. He puts enough on the inside to where only Goddard can get it. Cover one man again, and we're going to have a perfect route beater, man beater here with Dallas Goedert coming inside. The cornerback here, the slot cornerback who's a man against Dallas Goedert, he's outside shaded because he's going to be relying on the 2 underneath linebackers here who are playing zone to actually have the inside leverage. So if he's going in, they're gonna stall Goddard enough where he has time to catch up. Eagles running play action. The linebackers are going to bite up to that, and so that means that Dallas Goedert is wide open there across the middle. Do have double slants to that side, and then a flat and go to the top. And Goddard just straight up drops it. It's right in his hands. It does get tipped by Micah Parsons, but it doesn't really alter the direction of the throw, so really no excuse not to catch the ball. Has to be caught. RPO again. This is a predetermined from Hurts. Nothing he's really reading here after the snap. It's just pre-snap. He's reading. We got man coverage here. There's a guy traveling with the slot defender or the motion man. And then, so all right, we probably got zone here. We got off coverage, and they're backing off here at the point of snap. So there's a lot of space out there to begin with. He's reading if he is shooting up there to begin with. If he shoots, you throw it to A.J. Brown. If he doesn't shoot, you throw it to Devontae Smith. And if you don't like the read pre-snap, you hand it off to the running back. So many things Eagles can do out of this, and this again, it's predetermined what we're going to do. If we only have one guy out here in Micah Parsons, he's going to be the read guy off of our RPO. So basically, we have 2-on-1 situation with him and the guy coming in motion. So it's either going to be Jalen Hurts keeping the ball or A.J. Brown getting the ball. Now, if they line up a lot of guys out here and Micah Parsons sits, let's say he sits here and we have an extra guy out here, they're going to be an extra man, so we're going to run the ball. If he's going to shoot up here, then Hurts keeps it, and then again, it's a 2-on-1 situation. So this is really well played by the Eagles of setting yourself up for success. And again, it's predetermined whether you're running it or throwing it. Second and short situation, and I have no idea what Jalen Hurts is reading. Basically, what we have right here is a super light box for the Cowboys. We have 4 at the line, then 2 in the box. And the first thing Hurts sees as he's getting the snap right here is Leighton Vander Esch stalling and going out there to the outside. And if we just take a look at it here from the box, this is the view that he's getting in. For fuck's sake. This is the view that he's getting from the box here. So we have 11 personnel. We have a tight end out here as well against 4-1 in the box. And of course, this is a massive gap for Kenneth Gainwell. And with the lead blocker out in front. No way should this have been thrown. This needs to be a run. I'm not sure what we're doing here again, and it's for so many weeks in a row where you just look at a play and you have zero idea of what the hell is going on. I don't know why it always is when we get in the red zone, we just see these random ass plays. So it's play action. All of the guys down here at the bottom are blocking. The linemen are shooting out for the right side to continue to block. The only one running around here is Dallas Goedert. So what if he's not open, as he's not at this point? You have an underneath defender and you have a guy on him. Also, there's a holding on Goddard. It's a weird play. Mesh here for the Eagles. We're going to have a couple crosses here. High-low cross from the bottom of the side. Then on one cross, we're on the one shallow cross at the top here. We got the high-low going up. And we have the underneath going to the backside. It is against zone coverage, so not really the best concept against it. We're not really going to get anyone isolated, but these 3 levels forces the 3-hole and the hook to curl defenders to choose how deep they're going, and that can create an underneath opening for a guy like A.J. Brown right there to pick up some good yards. Once again here, we have the play action called with only one defender to the top side. That is Micah Parsons. Again, if we had more, you're reading on the end and you can hand it off to the running back. When it's only one defender out there, it's predetermined. We're going to pass it regardless. Either he's going and then we have a lead blocker, or he's not going and we're reading him and throwing it for A.J. Brown. Easy for a touchdown. This is one of those super frustrating plays to watch afterwards because you have so many open guys, and it results in nothing because of scrambling, and that makes sense when you have a ton of pressure. It doesn't make sense when you can easily get out of it and then keep your eye downfield. We're gonna have a post and a deep route here to the bottom. That's gonna isolate one of these guys here in Devontae Smith in a go route. To the top, we have a delayed concept with the running back sneaking out the backfield. Jack Stoll in there to block along with Lane Johnson, and then he's releasing out. That creates miscommunication on the two man defenders to the top. So Jack Stoll is running wide open across the middle. Also, Devontae Smith beats Trevon Diggs with the double move to the bottom here. Actually, Trevon Diggs is holding Devontae Smith. Look, he's getting wide open there down the field for what would have been an easy touchdown. Of course, Hurts can't get it there because he's rolling away from his throwing arm or from his throwing side. Why is he doing that? Is because we get some pressure up the middle from Isaac Seumalo. But we do have extra help to that side. We have an extra blocker in there. So, again, step to the right here and you utilize the leverage of Isaac Seumalo. And then you can either hit Jack Stoll coming right across the middle, or keep eye downfield for Devontae Smith, who he wants to throw to begin with. And that would have been a touchdown. Rare occasion of a poor read option, read by Hurts right here. I have no idea what this is and what it results in with Quez Watkins as the pitch guy out there. We just lose yards on it. Don't know what if it's supposed to do other than create misdirection. So it's simple zone read rules. He's reading the defensive end. If he's shooting inside at the line, you keep it yourself. If he's taken like a more of a linear angle and you believe in your running back of hitting the hole before he can make the tackle, you hand it off. So it's a good play by DeMarcus Lawrence in that he disguises it as much as possible for Hurts, but this shouldn't be too difficult because he's not shooting right at the line. And with the light box they're running, Gainwell would easily be able to hit this hole before anybody would be able to get to him, even including DeMarcus Lawrence, and he'd have two lead blockers out there in front of him. So it's a poor read, and it could have been first down easy, touchdown maybe from Kenneth Gainwell with that light of a box. So bad pre-snap read and bad in-play read. Cover one man. Cowboys sending their slot cornerback in pressure here. Hurts recognizes that and goes immediately to that side. Slant from Devontae. Easy. Then we're going to hit the RPO again like we know it. One over the middle, one flat. Reading that flat defender. He goes with it. You hit it over the cross. He goes with the flat. You hit it across the middle. Play action rollout. And basically, we're flooding the top of the screen right here. Dallas Goedert coming across as the wing. And then we'll just have three levels of crossing players. Good job by Cowboys defense of not really biting on the play action there and staying with Hurts. But that's absolutely pass interference. Play action rollout. Man coverage for the Cowboys. We have both Jack Stoll and Dallas Goedert coming in rollouts here. One delayed, one the other. We have two deeper routes coming at the top. Good find by Jalen Hurts to Dallas Goedert. That play action really sets up this play because it's going to trigger Trevon Diggs to get up there. And then Goedert wide open. Bunch of confusion all over here for the offense. They're getting strong coverage here. That's not what they wanted. They wanted man against this mesh combination where we have guys crossing in and out on both levels. So yeah, not the greatest of combinations right here. You got one underneath, super covered. One going under deeper here, super covered and stumbling. And then a couple of crosses on the other side. Nobody really open there as well. Cowboys confusing Hurts here, it looks, We got a too high safety look, so he's going to be thinking that we're more in for a zone here. And then one of the safeties is going to spin into the middle and play underneath zone. Cover one man otherwise, and one deep. And really, this is ideal for Hurts because then the outside cornerback playing man on A.J. Brown and Trevon Diggs is super far off. So he's going an in-breaker. That's pretty good. You want that. I'll take that any day, to be honest. So he's coming in there. We also have man-man with Dallas Goedert and Devontae Smith to the top. One on an out route, one on a co route. And both of those are good options as well. 4-man pressure for the Cowboys. And why are we rolling out the pocket? Makes 0 sense. Second drive in the second quarter. Cowboys coming out playing man again here. One high look. To the bottom, we're going to see this what they're doing here. Basically, when the tight end comes in, running back comes out, they're going to banjo this. So the linebacker takes over the in-breaker, and the slot cornerback is going to take on the running back. But other than that, we got basic basic man with one underneath defender. And A.J. Brown smothers the outside cornerback on this slant right here. So inside shaded coverage for the cornerback, man. Out step here for A.J. Goes back inside. He has his man turned 360 degrees as he's on the break right there. And this is just a poorly thrown and late ball for A.J. Brown. Not a great combination here. Cowboys doing a good job of disguising zone coverage. It makes it look like we're the running man here, but actually coming out and playing cover 3 instead. Eagles not ready for that. Not really anything open down here, so I can understand the idea of throwing it to Dallas Goedert. You're not going to get anything more open down the field. So great play by Micah Parsons. Not great afterwards, naturally. If you were to hit something here with a super long developing play, is you hit the backside wheel from A.J. Brown here. You have a post coming that can clear away the deep defender, but that just takes too long to develop. Hurts doesn't have that long in the pocket there. So, again, such a weird play call here. Running back screen, but we're blocking it regularly. We're not letting guys go. And it's weird because then the D-line stalls at that point. So here Hurts is going to speed roll out to the right side and then come looking back for Boston Scott. Looks back there. Malata's regular blocking. Nobody on the other side here just letting the guy through like you usually do on screens. They're just basically blocking them instead of, and that just creates a big mess. Just let him go. This has to be cleaned up. Look at this line here for the Cowboys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys on the line, and we're running 3 verts. We have Zach Pascal in for the assist block. I mean, A.J. Brown smokes Trevon Diggs, but why would Trevon be thinking that there's any time to throw the deep ball there? So A.J. becomes an option, but also it doesn't help that the guys who are in protection do squat against it. Kenneth Gainwell is looking at football here. He's not doing anything. Jordan Mailata is letting the defensive end go and looking outside. This may have worked if Mailata blocked his guy right there. If he blocked the defensive end to begin with, and then Kenneth Gainwell will be picking off anything coming through other than that instead of watching football. There may have been time enough to throw a deep ball for A.J. Brown. But it makes 0 sense. Zone coverage for the Cowboys. And basically what Hurts is going to be reading here is we got the seam from the slot corner, slot receiver here in Dallas Goedert. We got A.J. Brown coming in beneath it. If this guy's going to travel, you hit A.J. Brown. That's exactly what he does. Easy read. Throws it timely this time. And he works afterwards. This is just a good design because it's basically utilizing what they've been running the entire game. Otherwise, here where we have Dallas Goedert as the flat option that he can throw to, everybody's going to bite up with that because they know either Hurts is going to take off or he's going to throw it to Dallas Goedert. And then Devontae Smith sneaks out behind it. Easy touchdown. Here we actually do see what I meant in the read option game of how you want to read the defensive end, because here Hurts is doing it wrong once again. Reading the defensive end here, DeMarcus Lawrence, he's going so close to the line of scrimmage here. He's shooting right up with the ass side of the offense that he's in a good position to track down the running back. Now he doesn't, and that's a testament to of Miles Sanders and the offensive line creating the hole up there in the middle. But this needs to be a keep. Then you have two lead blockers out in front. The read says keep, but good job on Miles Sanders. Fixes it on the very next play, though, where we get the same thing here with DeMarcus Lawrence. He's going way ass side here. He learned from it, keeps it himself, and he can outrun him to the sidelines. Another bad read option. Reading on DeMarcus Lawrence again here, number 90 off the edge. He's staying ass side of everything. This has to be a keep. This is setting Miles Sanders up to fail, because this is one of those plays where you don't have a guy right up, lane right up the middle, and then he has plenty of time to track it down. To behind it as well. Goes inside. A lot of space to work with here. Two lead blockers out in front if you keep the ball yourself. Right. So didn't get helped. A lot of we had some drops early. Couldn't really get into a rhythm. Made some poor reads in the read option game. A couple of poor passes that killed drives on third down. A few big plays left on the field. Like he said, a lot of meat left on the bone. They still managed to carve out a W. This time, 100% of the defense that they were able to get that. So a lot to work on. Much needed by a week. And let's get to some more players throughout the week. Stay tuned.